Shadow Lane, baby. Here we go.
What do you think they pay?
I looked it up. Those are like 1.2 mil.
Crap.
Yo, this is crazy.
Just some behind the scenes out here, chilling in Corey's house. This man knows how to live luxurious. Look at this.
What?
So my grandfather wrote a letter to Bart Starr and wanted his autograph, I think, and just tell him how great player he was. In 1994, 10 years later, 2004, Bart wrote him back and sent him this, which is pretty incredible when you think about Bart. Like, he was a very relentless person and pretty incredible person, actually, too. This is a 1936 equipment, official equipment, number 16, with nothing in it.
That actually held stuff in it from the Green Bay pack.
Yep, held equipment. This is cool because this is Curly Lambeau. This is in practice in New York. They're on like a playing field. I love this. And then this is the 36 team.
Your favorite?
My favorite, one of the best teams. Lambeau Furniture Company. I think it was Curly Lambeau's grandfather. I don't know. It might have been somebody in his family, and it has a 31 schedule. This is one of my favorite pieces.
The napkin.
The napkin. I love this because it's like on the other side, it's got the schedule. I'm just like laughing my ass off. Like, how many napkins existed where they had the ring and then they just threw it away? And like, you look at all that work that went into that. And then this is really cool. There's a license plate. There's an offensive lineman that made these for the Packers, I believe, in the 40s. Now, it was repainted like in the 60s or 70s, like badly. This is a 1940s usher hat. So he basically leaves the Packers, starts this company in Chicago, and I love how he has a Green Bay number. So TBD whether he had a business here. He left Green Bay ticket office. You know how like you see time travel movies and like you come back and like, oh, I just love that. I love how it's like stuck on that time. And then this is all the championship teams, although I should have had the year that was still like controversial. These are the actual, what's crazy is these programs, so this program's like almost worthless because there's so many of them.
I have one.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like you can get them on eBay for like $1 or $2 or whatever. And so 36, I don't have the 36, but that I'm using Pittsburgh Pirates because I have a couple 36s, but not the championship. But the 36 championship is worth the most. It's like goes on. Last time it was on auction was like 10 years at like 10 grand. These 3 years, so this was our first triple championship, 29, 30, 31, but they didn't have them. So I'm like, Brooklyn Dodgers, a lot of people don't realize Brooklyn Dodgers exist. And then Minneapolis Red Jackets because like, there was a Minneapolis team before the Vikings that sucked even worse than the Vikings. And then Chicago Bears. It's like Green Bay football and like 40s. So this I believe is like, 42, 43. And you can see Deech Dairy. You got a lot of Deech Dairy, Green Bay. And then the cool thing is it's in green ink, which with these milk bottles, green ink was I think a little more rare than red ink. Well, this is my great grandfather. You need to do this one. Mm-hmm. That's actually me. So
hey,
that's how early it gets. And then this is a rare Lombardi and Lambeau signature. Johnny Blood's on here too. This is a Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame. A lot of people have this program, but not a lot of people have the photos. So this is a photo from where Vince gave Curly the award. But it's pretty incredible. These two guys, they're right here. Like the reason why this is here is so you can look at those statues. You can't have Lambeau Field without Vince Lombardi. And you can't have Vince Lombardi without Lambeau. Okay, so these are photos of our original. So we sponsor the Packers fence. And so these are some of our early ones. We've since had 2 after this, including A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones one. These are my grandpa's seats, 122, 16, 5. And so my aunt and uncle went to this game and then they gave me the ticket. And this was one of the few games where if you went to the game, they didn't tear the ticket.
Hey, Corey, can I grab another beer? Yeah. Now, you guys might be asking, what beer did I just ask Corey for? Now, let me tell you, it's only the best beer that I'll drink at any game day. Curated G. It's a delicious, nutritious, light beer.
Nutrition.
All your nutritions that you need throughout a game day. Curated G. Now back to it.
I did not pay him to say that. This is from the Prohibition. So Pabst couldn't sell beer. So they sold cheese, the original whole milk cheese, Pabstet.
You got Titletown.
Isn't that where you harass the players?
Yeah,
I mean, interview the
right
players?
Over there, I'm there. I was just there yesterday asking players. I asked Jordan Love, who's your biggest inspiration? He said Patrick Taylor. Because he was with Patrick Taylor, and then Patrick Taylor said Jordan Love. I was like, oh.
We do training camp shows. This guy wanted a cigarette. It was family night. We put the TV up here and we're watching family night. This guy comes to that fence. I'm like, bro, you gotta leave. I'm gonna call the cops. And everybody's like, what's going on? What's Corey doing? Is that guy? I just want a cigarette. I'm like, I don't have a cigarette. Does it look like I have a fucking cigarette?
Yeah, good call on this.
Do you want to do
Alcohol.
The Office?
Yeah.
You know you gotta have this, the greatest. That's the Cliff Crystal book.
All 4 right there.
Got all the Cheesehead TV shows here and all of our art. So Packs What She Said used to be on us. Packer Transplants Live, our show. Or just my most famous photo I've personally ever taken. I literally told him, I said, hey Ted, smile for Packer fans. And that's what he looked like, and that ended up getting licensed for that book, Green Bay City and its team. This is actually LiveX backup.
I was gonna say you have a full.
This is
baby right here.
Well,
the whole
this,
server?
This pulls out.
We've seen her before.
So this is the Lombardi room. So it's devoted to, Lombardi's players, teams. This is the Packer sweep, most famous. Everybody signed it. That's on this. And then if you look at this middle part, everybody in the middle is part of the sweep. So it's either offensive linemen, all the middle guys, and that are represented on this photo. And then everybody here played. Dave Robinson said to Cheesehead TV. That's Dave right there. And we met him at Kettle of Fish, and we were doing a Bart podcast at Kettle of Fish. And then this is really cool about Bart. Like my grandfather wrote Bart a letter, Bob. And he's like, Bob, please accept my apology for the unusually lengthy delay in getting this to you. No excuses, simply misplaced the request and only rediscovered it recently. Great.
But it's just crazy to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, just like 5 months ago is when you started the channel.
Yeah, like 6 months ago. Now we're doing super cool things, sneaking in the fields.
Sneaking in the fields, chilling out right across from Lambeau.
This is literally everything I would freaking dream of right now. Is a freaking house on Lombardi Avenue.